Is this the force multiplier you were concerned about? I mean, what's different about the buyers we're seeing now?
Everyone wants proof. So if you said gold would be 4,000, let's say even just a few years ago, you'd say you're a crazy guy. Now, when you say gold is going to go to 10,000, that sounds crazy. We're going to start to see banks are going to start lifting their projections. So as they start going, you're going to see projections in potentially triple digits for silver. This is a required element that's needed for hybrid cars, for electronics, for solar, for military functions, for computer chips. So if industry needs it, and governments, we've talked about Russia, we've talked about Saudi Arabia, they might be buying physical silver as well and put it on their balance sheets. So now you're in a situation where governments are stepping in on a monetary perspective. And now if the U.S. truly puts silver on the critical mineral list, it's on the recommended for critical right now.
Yeah.
That means it's going to start building stockpiles. So if you suddenly have all these hands buying some things at the exact same time, this is just simple supply demand.
In February, you were talking about how difficult it was finding planes to fly gold in. I mean, put it into perspective for us. How desperate does the situation have to be to fly silver across the Atlantic?
Silver is extremely competitive, so really tight margins typically. Mm-hmm. So, a bank, a trading house, they're trying to make pennies an ounce. So to put something on an airplane, to give you an idea, an airplane, you can get around 300,000 ounces on a standard flight out to, let's say, from New York to London. That's going to cost right around $75,000 right now. So you can imagine that arbitrage spread has to be big enough, plus your finance cost and everything that goes into it, to make it worthwhile. So normally that's just going to go on a boat. And it's going to cost a few cents. So we're in a situation where when they are scrambling jets to do it, that's pretty interesting. That is the norm of how gold has always flown. And what we saw basically around Christmas time last year, all the way through February, is almost every single commercial flight that had what's called a high security waiver, they'll be able to put on potentially 3 or more tons of gold on it. When every single commercial flight was taken, with gold, that was pretty amazing. So there's no doubt we're in a metal war.